Welcome back. Ken Bodie, President Bush cannot be very happy right now.
Well, he can't be very happy right now because when you look at that electoral college map, you see that Bill Clinton and Al Gore are moving against the Republican bloc in the South. They're breaking up the Republican bloc in the mountain states. They're winning the suburban vote tonight, and consequently, this is shaping up as a very different electoral map than we've seen for the last 6 elections.
That's right. The Republican presidential majority was built on the so-called Sun Belt coalition that included the South and the western states, but Bill Clinton has split the South with George Bush. A couple of major southern states, Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, went to Clinton, Virginia, South Carolina to Bush. West also splitting up in the election.
Let's take a look at some of the races that are too close to call at this time. The big state of Florida, 25 electoral votes out there.
Yes, this is a key prize. Bush is only narrowly ahead. It's still too close to call.
In North Carolina,
Sorry, Bernie. North Carolina is a state with a lot of population growth, a state that's been traditionally Republican, and a state that elected a Democratic senator this time, but still undecided.
Boy, hotly contested in those last several weeks. The state of Ohio, still too close.
This was a battleground. It still is. Both campaigns worked hard here, and it's too close.
in Alabama, the story again too close.
Last 3 elections, Alabama has been Republican, part of the solid South except for Jimmy Carter's election. Not necessarily tonight.
I'm sure disappointing to the Republicans they can't call this state, the state of Kansas.
When Kansas is too close to call, the Republicans have got to be in big trouble.
I suppose you could say ditto for Mississippi and its 7 electoral votes.
Yes, it's leaning GOP, leaning Republican at the end, but very, very close. Still can't call it.
And a repeat for the state of North Dakota.
Yes, North Dakota, Bush is running ahead, but it's still too close to call. The Farm Belt may be also lost to the Republicans this year if North Dakota goes to Clinton.
32 big electoral votes in Texas, and this state is still TCTC.
Well, the Democrats don't win the presidency if they don't win Texas, but this is Ross Perot's home state. It's George Bush's home state. It was a very, very competitive state right to the end and remains a very tough one to call.
Well, Arizona hasn't voted for a Democrat for president since 1948. At this point, it's undecided.
Undecided, which means we don't have enough information rather than too close to call.
Same story in Louisiana, 9 electoral votes to undecided.
The Democratic Party in Louisiana was very unified this year, and part of the reason they said, was they're tired of Republican U.S. attorneys prosecuting Democrats in Louisiana.
And the state of South Dakota, undecided as well.
Not enough information there yet, but South Dakota is another Farm Belt state. We'll see how the farm voters are going to go this year.
We haven't forgotten Wisconsin. The story is still unchanged at this hour. 11 electoral votes.
This was a Dukakis state in 1988. It was a very competitive state. Bill Clinton, George Bush, both campaigned in Wisconsin very late, and it's still too close to call in the Midwest.
And Wyoming was there for Bush in '88. It's still undecided.
That's James Baker's home state now. He's moved to Wyoming. We'll see if he's going to move back to Wyoming or stay in Washington, depending on what the outcome is tonight.
And wherever you are, if your polls are still open, we hope you will vote tonight. Remember, you have a voice when you vote, and if you're just joining CNN's all-night coverage, Governor Bill Clinton is this close. He has 239 electoral votes. President Bush has 46.
Well, and looking at the division there, we're moving into the West. We're starting to get polls closed. Let's see, it's 9:30. We'll have a group of states at 10, then on at 11 o'clock. What are you reading in the states in the West?
Well, in the states in the West, of course, we're just beginning to get the results in, and there's some critical races out there, including those key Senate votes in California. I'll tell you one thing that came out of the exit polls. We asked people, was the choice of vice presidential running mate very important to you in deciding how to vote? And 28% of the voters nationwide said it was, and 2/3 of them voted for Bill Clinton, only 28% for George Bush. That's an indication that Al Gore was clearly a big plus for the Democratic ticket. Those voters who said the vice president was important voted heavily Democratic.
We are going to declare a winner in South Carolina's Senate race. Longtime incumbent, Fritz Hollings, the winner.
Ernest Fritz Hollings. If there is an anti-incumbent mood in the voters shaping up, it is not taking place in the Senate tonight. This is yet another incumbent that is reelected.
All right, much more to come. We'll be right back.
CNN's election coverage is brought to you in part by Movado, the Museum Watch, the watch dial selected for the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art.
The Movado Museum Watch. The dial design chosen by the Museum of Modern Art for their permanent collection. The Black Sapphire Museum Watch. A futuristic interpretation from Movado.
Even with the best products, something goes wrong once in a while. Now, while that might be okay at some companies, it's not at Motorola Cellular. Motorola sets their standards a lot higher. And just how high are they? Well, for me to hit that level of consistency, I'd have to go 30 years without missing a single putt.
Motorola, setting standards of quality the whole world can shoot for.
The legendary watch dial, exhibited in distinguished museums around the world, is the design inspiration for the Movado Museum collection of watches. Movado, the Museum Watch.
I'm Christy Brinkley. CNN brings you the most in news to fit your lifestyle. Join me for Living in the 90s, weekdays on CNN.
Hi, I'm Dick Van Patten here for DuraShears. They are the scissors that cut a penny in half. DuraShears, they really are incredible. For home, garden, sportsmen, or craftsmen, use DuraShears. DuraShears are powerful enough to cut through a fence and still keep their edge. Sharp enough to slice through the toughest jobs in the kitchen. And they're dishwasher safe, even after a blast from this white-hot torch. DuraShears still cut through this cable like butter. They're practically indestructible. In fact, they're even guaranteed for 50 years. Think of it, for 50 years, this amazing instrument will stay sharp, never rust, always give you a keen, clean cutting edge. They guarantee it. In fact, DuraShears will be the last pair of scissors you will ever buy, except no substitute. How do you get them? Call this number.
Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-257-1257. DuraShears with a 50-year warranty, just $12.99. Call 1-800-257-1257.
This is CNN.